What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome back to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. Today, guys, I actually wanted to talk about one of the main reasons behind why a lot of people quit, or what I call sit down. Like, you'll start a journey, you'll start something, you move into it, and then you really start shipping things and changing things, and then about like a third of the way into it, you just stop and you sit down. And one of the reasons behind this, and one of the main reasons that I found, is oftentimes we are obsessed with the new, but we quickly get bored with the journey. So boredom really often kills momentum. We get bored because all of a sudden we're showing up and doing the same work every day. And then that initial emotional reaction we had when we started, that dies out. And so we don't feel motivated anymore. We don't feel excited about what we're doing. We don't feel excited about showing up and going back into the office to continue to build the dream, air quote. And the boredom is actually what kills a lot of people. And I think a lot of this comes from our short-term thinking, like where we as people tend to seek pleasure and avoid pain. Like, we want to seek comfort, we want to seek happiness, all these things, whatever brings us pleasure. And then we avoid pain. And then boredom really drives a lot of that, because when boredom kicks in, you all of a sudden have to deal with the thoughts of, oh, well, I don't find this fun anymore. The pleasure is gone. And all of these things that you at first thought were very and highly enjoyable, but now they're no longer that. It's just, oh, this is what I got to do, and it turns into drudgery. And I wanted to talk about this because I wanted to really talk about the ways to really counteract boredom, because boredom really does kill. Boredom is like, oh, this is amazing, we've got momentum. Like, if you've ever been in a planning meeting trying to get somewhere with your team, and then you're like, oh my gosh, we have the perfect solution, this is what we've been looking for years, and then before you know it, you actually fizzle out because you get bored. And you're like, oh man, you start doing the work, and then you're halfway through with whatever project it is, and you don't really finish. The boredom's kicked in, and you've sat down, especially if a lot of the responsibility and weight falls on you. And so anyways, a large part of the boredom and a large part of counteracting boredom to me is to be journey focused. And what that means is I have a goal and a vision that I'm running towards at the end of all of this. At the end of all of this, for my life, for the business, for the company, there's a goal and a vision that I am driving towards. And it very much, to give you like an example, would be like, awesome, we just started this new soccer team, and we want to go to the World Cup. Our goal is to go to the World Cup, or football, or whatever. The goal is to go to the World Cup. Or I'm a mountaineer, and the goal is to climb Everest and actually go to the highest peak in the world. And so what happens is as we actually begin the process and the journey to get to the World Cup, or to get to the top of Mount Everest, the boredom kicks in. And what keeps us maintained on the journey is thinking about the vision. Oh, what am I building? What am I building? The vision doesn't just keep us oriented in the direction of what we're doing. It also keeps us focused on the goal for when things get very hard. It's like, no, there's a bigger purpose behind this, and there's a bigger purpose behind what I'm doing. And then it allows us to drive through whatever stagnation that we feel, or whatever boredom or displeasure, because it's called, what I'm talking about is called delayed gratification. And so what we're doing is we're delaying that gratification. We're delaying the feeling of pleasure until we actually accomplish the outcome. And when you are journey focused rather than just outcome focused, or rather than instant gratification focused, it really changes a lot of how you view the world. The other thing is, when you become journey focused, you actually start to love what you do, because you're more passionate about the journey than you are about the actual outcome. And when you're more passionate about the journey than the outcome, you tend to make it through the journey a lot quicker and a lot easier. And then you're released and free to either start on the next stage of a longer journey, or to start on a new one. And if you really love what you do, gratefulness is automatically going to set in. And if you're grateful, not much in this life can really beat you down, no matter where you're at. And I think that oftentimes is lacked more than anything, because it's a gift, the opportunity we have to do what we want, and to build the things that we want, and to have the life that we want. That's a gift. And I think gratefulness really allows us to use that gift to its fullest, whereas, complaining really destroys it. Anyways, guys, I'm out of time, so I'll catch you later. Peace.